Hello, my love. Welcome back to Legal Sarah. Let me say this. I thank you for all the support. I thank you for all the love that each and every one of you give to me. I welcome all the new subscribers, my love bugs that's been rocking with me. Thank you, my love. You see, we're on the Saga Part 3 of Dani and Luna. We have another Saga Part 4. But we might get to that today. We might get to it tomorrow. I don't know, depending on how I feel. We're also going to go over a few questions that I already touched on that you might not have heard clearly in part two. Okay, my babies. But before I start, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I ask you to subscribe, please. And thank you, my love. If you would like to support my channel, you can on Cash App at Bigo Tarot 921. All right, baby. So let's get started because it's already late. And we're just going to hop on to it. All right. The first question. Did Shell really reach out to Sierra's family like Sierra insinuated she did? Well, let's get to it. Did let's go over here. Did Shell reach out to Sierra's family like she was insinuating in the video? All right. So we have the King of Cups. We have the King of Wands. And then we have the Empress. This is Sierra's information. Okay? This person right here with the King of Cups. Okay, this is a it's a trustworthy person. It's somebody who gives good advice, somebody who understands, somebody that basically feels like somebody can talk to and talk them into, doing certain things. Whoever this person is, it was not the call was made or the email. The email was made to her family because it's Sierra right here. But it was not Shell at all because Shell is not stable right now. She's not emotionally or physically stable right now. That's the King of Cups energy, okay? The person who called, well, emailed, is that person, okay? It's the King of Cups energy, but it's not a male, it's a female. They called another female. Well, the email. Let me clarify that again. The email that was sent, it was a female sent to another female, but it was not Shell. And it was the King of Wands energy. And this is somebody, like this is Sierra's sister. So I feel like this is Shell's cousin, and this is Sierra's sister. Okay? Because Sierra's sister, I pick up the energy of being in charge also. Right? Independent. Sierra's sister is a Virgo from what I heard Randy Who say. Anybody know about, Virgos? We're very independent. We're in charge. We could be very loyal people if we trust you. And it's also like, listen, if I talk it through, maybe we can, dibble dabble on a couple. We'll get into that. But the answer is, let me just cut it short so I can get into the rest of these questions. Yes, the email was sent, my love. The email was sent to Sierra's family. But was it Shell? No, it was not. It was a family member from Sierra. And I'm picking up, it was the cousin. So let's clarify that. Was it Shell's cousin who did the interview, who reached out to Sierra's family? Was it? Yes. Yep, that's just energy with the Three of Wands. Okay? Whoever this person is not even in Philly, is not living in Philly. They actually have to travel to get to Philly. So they live in a whole different state. Also, this person, the cousin, because this is her energy, she just wants her cousin to move forward. Also, with the Three of Wands, it's somebody that, wants to help move forward, try to figure out a way, to come out and see if there's some choices to where things can be finagled and switched. You understand what I'm saying, my love? So that's what that email was about. So now we got answers to who did it and why it was made. All right, so let's get to the next one. So it was asked, did Dani braid, was Dani the one who braided Sierra's hair? Did Dani really braid Sierra's hair? Did Dani braid Sierra's hair? Ooh, that wants to drop. Here we go. All right. So Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Hierophant. Okay? So, what I will tell you straight off the bat, it's a yes. It's a yes. And she's good at what she does. And Dani has made money where she said, I only do it for my girl. I don't do it. But Dani has made money before. She has made money before. Okay? So with the Hierophant, those two were together, right? So, yes, Dani had braided her hair, and also Dani has braided other people's hair and has made money. She did not tell the truth when she says, I only braid Sierra's hair. She was not being honest at all. She will, if it's to make a couple of dollars, Dani will do it, and she has done it before. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. Metaphysical science cannot be proven as of yet, my love. So the next question is, did Sierra use the money she was begging for her bill? Ooh, the full energy. Did Sierra, and we already know this is Sierra right here, that's full. Because she's very careless with money. She's very spontaneous. She does not commit to a lot of stuff. And she wants a new beginning. She also wants freedom from Dani. But did Sierra use that money she begged for her bill? No. See that Ten of Swords? She used that money for something else. She needed that money for something else. I'm picking up she didn't have all her ones and twos together for this apartment, and she needed that little bit of money to get that apartment. But it was not for the bill, it was for something else. So she did not use that money towards the bill that she was begging for. She did get that money. But with the other full energy besides Sierra, she lied to people, so people were innocent, right? They're thinking that she's asking it and she's being genuine, that she needs it for this certain thing. That's why they gave it to her. But she was not being honest. She used it for something else. And I'm picking up the house, the apartment, and she got more, actually, than what. She got more money than she asked for. I'm going to leave it at that. So let's get to the next question. Is the apartment that Sierra's moving into in Dani's name? Is the apartment, is the apartment Sierra's moving to in Dani's name? Is the apartment Sierra's? Tower in reverse. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Tower in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay? Wow. Any of you who believe that that apartment is in Dani's name, you are absolutely freaking right. Because you see this right here? With this Six of Wands, it's victory. It's successful. It's somebody having like the upper hand, the advantage, right? She did it out the goodness of her heart because, I done fucked up the church's money with your house. So my credit is good. I've been with my mom, let me do it. But because she did that, you see this right here, it's how it went first. This is why it's like she wants to try to avoid a change in their situation. That's why she got that apartment in her name. Like she didn't want them to break up. So this can delay it, right? Avoid from losing her. Okay? But you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Because guess what? Because if you had like a plan and then foresight, you don't see disaster, chaos, and destruction coming. You too busy trying to hold on to her. Danny's too busy trying to hold on to Sierra that she's not paying attention, nor does she care. Because guess what? Sierra is the bag. She said it on one of the videos I watched, the one they did yesterday. You drop the bag and then you reel them in and you don't let them go. She's not playing about that. She's serious about it. So the next question is, it was alleged that Dani goes to American to take methadone. So let's see. Does Dani go to American in West Philly to take methadone? Is it true that Dani goes to American to take methadone? Or it could be Suboxone. There goes your answer, my loves. Yep. Let's see. Is Dani on methadone? And she has to go there. And through that clinic, she has made progress in her life. All right. So look, I said, is it methadone? No, it's not methadone because America is not the only place that you can get methadone. But the Tower in reverse, I have to go to that clinic to avoid from going through withdrawal. Okay, I had to take action so I can free myself from my addiction. So she is allegedly going there. She is a patient in America. Okay, and she's there so she doesn't go back to where she came from. So it is not methadone. It's Dani taking Suboxone. Yep. So she can move forward with her life. So, she can get herself. She can plan for the future. As long as she was on pills, she was stagnated. She couldn't go no further because the addiction was so heavy. So she goes to Mary Kate, allegedly, to get her Suboxone because it's not just a methadone clinic, okay? She doesn't have to go there every day or every week because they give her a script. That's why. You remember how she said, I don't have to take methadone? She's not on methadone. She didn't lie about that. But allegedly, she is on Suboxone, okay? And she needs that so she continues. She don't go back to where she came from. Which, let me tell you something. She doesn't have to be, I'm not a Dani fan, and everybody knows I'm not a Sierra fan. But to do better and you want better for yourself and you don't go back to, somewhere that took you down a bad path, go get it. And you don't have to be embarrassed. At least you tried to get the help or something pushed you to get the help. It's all right. You don't need to be embarrassed because these people brought it up And no, it's not their business. But it's actually a plus for you because you try to do better for yourself. I'm just saying, that's words to the wise. So the next question is already answered. If she wasn't, she's not on methadone, she's on Suboxone. That's why she's there. Did I plan the whole time for Dani not to move in? Was her plans not for Dani to move in with her the whole time? Did Sierra's plan from day one when she got that apartment? She knew she wanted Dani with her. Yep. And she's hoping with the star energy, I can't take her with me. She was trying to be creative with this. This is my new start. This is my healing. This is positive. I can rejuvenate, my career. I can rejuvenate everything that's going on. People give me recognition for not wanting Dani to come. But from day one, as soon as that apartment was approved, the star energy, she already knew that she had no intentions on taking Dani, my baby. So it was said by a few people that Dani used to get bullied and beat up when she was in high school. Ooh. See them cards. Look. All right, so here we go with the 3 o'clock. People celebrating, right? Gatherings. Gatherings used to bully. She's gotten jumped a couple of times, okay? Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Then we have the Death in Reverse. This bothers her. This is what she used to get. So yes, she was bullied and she did get beat up. And the people that did it, see, with the Page of Pentacles, that's a representative of students, okay? We're talking about school groups. Allegedly, she got jumped gatherings, okay? It affects her from things. She has negative patterns from, I list hints of what she was doing in the show. When you're bullying and beat up, what do you do to other people who you feel like is weaker? Say no more. So allegedly, yes, she was bullied and beat up. And that bothered her. It started a lot of negative patterns in her life. Okay? So she bullies and beats up people who are weaker than her. She's wrong, so make it right. But who am I? So it was said that besides Dani, that it's addiction all through Dani's family. Is that true? Is there other addicts? So we have the 10 of Wands that's overloaded, weighed down, weight on their shoulders, restricted, uphill struggles. So yes, there is other members in her family that, have addictions. Okay? Then we have the King of Cups. It's so many lies with this whole situation because people don't want to be, you know, honest about their addictions and things that they've went through. They try to put illusions like everything is okay. But you know what? Dani is a very fragile, hurt person too. And she has a fragile sense of identity and she has her personal boundaries too. We already know that when she gets to hollering and screaming when she's big. But yes, my love, who asked that question, yes, their addiction and family members have dealt with addiction and being in family. And that's where, earlier what I did part 2, that's where the generational patterns pops up. Okay? So we know that she doesn't volunteer at Mary Kay. She goes there to get her stuff for what she has to do. So another question that was asked, does Dani sell her medicine for money? Does Dani sell that she sold her? Mm-hmm. Here we go, the Ace of Cups, right? I have a new romance. I need that money. It'll balance. I'll get her. I can balance out this money. If I razzle dazzle a couple, I make sure 5, 10 for me. Then I put this. I can get rid of that. Yeah, transferring of money. Also with the Two of Pentacles. Okay, she did a lot of things that she was doing to be in that new relationship for that new beginning, so I can look like I have money. So allegedly, yes, she has. See, but what people forget is that when you start something, you do have to finish it because then they get used to it. Okay. So I said she bought all of her baby stuff with no help from nobody. Is that true? Did Sierra buy her baby? You see how? So I will say this: we have the Page of Cups. Okay. So she bought a lot of stuff for her baby. Yes, she did. But that's because she knows she wanted to be independent. This is her baby. She bought a lot of things, but also other people helped get her baby stuff too. She did buy a lot, but she's so dependent. A lot of her supporters helped her buy. So no, she didn't buy it on her own. She did buy a bulk of it without any help, but a lot of it also came from her supporters. So I put it to you like this. When she asks for money from her supporters, once she gets that money, that's her money. It's not you gave it to her for whatever she asked. So she's looking at it as, she works for her money. She works for her money, and y'all gave her the money for the work, and she bought her baby stuff, but she also forgot that she did ask people for money for the baby stuff when she was at the place that they got put out of. I mean, she didn't forget, but she feels like I did it all on my own, and that's not true. It's a lot of you who did help her. All right, next question. Dani said she sent Sierra $300 for the baby to contribute to baby stuff. Ooh. Yep, here she is with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a woman who's trying to help, a helpful friend, somebody who's trying to be loyal. You tell me that Juju's not there, I am your family, right? She's, that's her girl. She's telling me this is our baby. So yeah, she was on a high. She did give her $300 allegedly for the baby. Dani didn't lie. Now, did she do everything that she said that she was going to do? But Dani did give her $300 for that baby. I'm sorry, not for that baby. I apologize. I'm wrong. For baby Iceland. Because she does have a name. If that's going to be her name. Now, at one point in time, Dani used to give out $150 every other week. So, some people want to know, does Dani give her money at all anymore? Right? So does she still, because they're still living in a hotel, but does Dani contribute that 150 still to Sierra? Does Dani contribute? Let me just pull these. All right, so she's like, she does give her a couple dollars, but it's not the money that she used to give her. Did y'all hear that singe of the candle? She doesn't give her. This is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, because it's like, why I gotta give you the money that I used to give you? You're not in that place no more, right? I still give you a couple dollars, so I won't look all crazy, but it's not the money that she used to give. But the pretend of Pentacles in reverse. And it was an unexpected change from Dani with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Like she thought she was going to still keep that financial support. But Dani said, listen, I ain't giving you that no more because you're not inside that house no more. Use a bad investment. You manage your money fishy. I'm not giving you that money. You better get your money from the supporters to keep on, you know, living and doing what you want to do. You have real unrealistic expectation. And because my ego is big, no. I got a big ego. I ain't giving you that money. Let them give you, you know, I gave you 50, but let them give you that $100. So she is giving her something, but she's not giving her the money that she was giving to her before. She feels like, why should I do it? All right, so the next question is, now, Sierra keeps on going back and forth to the hospital, and oh my goodness, she's killing me with the damn Braxton Hicks. And all my ladies who have had babies, like, come on. So, I was asked, you know how when she kept on saying, the C-section schedule, this schedule, this schedule, this schedule, did she have that C-section scheduled in September because she knows that court date is October? So you need 6 weeks to heal, right? So if I get it done in September, they gotta give me a certain time to heal and it'll push the court date back. So let's see, when she scheduled that C-section for September, so it will push that court date back because she needs time to heal. She looked at it as a peaceful resolution. Wow. The Page of Wands. She was optimistic. Yes, she did it. Listen, she thought about it like, listen, with this Page of Wands, she thought about it like, listen, I could be optimistic if I push this back, right? And it'll give me a little bit more time. It'll stop the conflict for a little while. Let me just take this paper in to the judge, give them, we could resolve this and buy me a little bit more time. So yeah, she scheduled that C-section. So this way, she would have to have that time. And legally, they had to give her the time. She knew what she was doing when her breaks were hit. All right. So the next question is, the day that Sierra was exposing Dani online, remember y'all with the draws and stuff like that, and she found a pill bottle in Dani's bag. Was that Dani's? Was that Dani's Suboxone prescription that Sierra found? When? Ooh, all right. Page of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. She at this time, so the page where they was arguing, right? So she broke her heart. So I could do something to, and this is yes energy, okay? So that was her Suboxone pills, and she did it on purpose. But when she said, I don't know what, because she's very insensitive, okay? But to embarrass with the Ace of Swords, it was to embarrass. I have the upper hand. She wanted people to see the truth. If you think that she doesn't know about Dani and her help to keep her clean, she does. She does. So the next question is, does Sierra believe the only evidence that the police have against her is the evidence of videos? Here we go. Yep. She thinks that the only thing that they have, okay, so it's the sun in reverse. And she has unrealistic expectations. And she is like, her ego is crazy. And she got her blindfolds on with this case, my loves. But it's like, they ain't got nothing on me. Like Trey and Day, okay? But she believes that they only have the tapes that are be sent in. That's all the police have as evidence. Yes, that she doesn't think that they have anything else on her. But let's get to the question: do the police have other evidence on Sierra besides those tapes? All right, two has come out. Overindulgence, gossiping, feeling trapped. She knows. Feeling hopeless. She's so scared. Her anxiety is crazy. She feels like, you see how this woman inside? She knows that they have more stuff. And honey, that is your karma. They don't just have that. And you have this right here, the other evidence that they have, it's going to turn this case upside down. Upside fucking down. And she's going to be backed into a corner. And she says, we're no victims. Oh, honey. When you know how the attorneys disclose the other evidence that has been given to them, they have, it's going to bring her fall to the floor. It's going to bring her balls to the wall. Word. Okay? I'll put it to you like that. So it was said that Dani's sister is turning on her. So why is Dani's sister turning on Dani? Let's ask that first. Is Dani's sister turning on her? Is Dani's sister? All right. Her sister is not messing with her right now, but she has it. She has a and she doesn't like her and her negative patterns. She doesn't like the things that she's very, very unhappy with her sister. So, but let me tell you, they're family, so they will pull back together. She just don't want to talk to her right now with this handmaid. She just don't want to be by. She's very irritated with the things that has happened. She has a disinterest in her, and it's like, I ain't fucking with you. You're too impulsive. You have negative patterns. You're bringing this stuff to our family. We ain't never had this before. You stuck with that girl. You're detached from reality, but you still my sister, and I love you, and we will get it together soon. So she's pissed at her. She backing up from her, but they're gonna pull through that. She's gonna open up her arms back to her sister. So when Shell had when Dani had Shell, Dani and Shell fighting. When Sierra had Dani and Shell fighting, was that her new way of making money? Like a freak show to make people happy and to tune in. Yeah, holy shit. It was a new change. It was a new change. Okay, so here we go, babies. With the 5 of Swords, right? So if I'll just sacrifice Shell and I'll bring in Dani, right? Because she's underhanded. She has underhanded and deceptive behaviors. I'm going to tell them one thing, but I'm going to turn Dani against her anyway. Because, see, it's about, not with the 5 of Swords, it's about murder. It's about, well, it's unalive, abuse, violence, blah, 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 okay? I just said it, but y'all get it. So then we have the son, right? I could be successful if I have these two going at each other. So she did plan for them, and she was happy with this. Plan for the things to go on that had went on. I can be successful and get more money if these two go at it. If I have a knockout, drag out freak show, I can get more money. And I'm going to win with these two idiots not knowing what's going on. It's a money situation with this girl. That's it. That's all. She don't care about nothing but staying ahead. So when she was the plan for Dani and Shell to have a little freak show and Dani to cave it, yes, so she can make more money. It was supposed to get violent and crazy. That was for the people who like the stuff because they want to give her more money to entertain them. All right, my bitch. I'm shutting this down. I love you. I send all of you peace and blessings. I've covered you all with this reading. Talk to me in the comments. Tell me how you feel. Again, if you'd like to support my channel, you can on Cash App, $sign BIGOTAROT 921 lowercase b. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash that thumbs up if you are not subscribed. My love life, I ask you to please and thank you. And keep your eyes out for part four because you already see. Wait a minute, where is it? We still got this to go. That's part four. Okay? All right, my babies, talk to me in the comment section below. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you think. Did you already know this? All right, my love. You know I never say goodbye. I always say see you later.